transplant, and what it's like to live in constant fear that you could die.
Organ and tissue donations can save and significantly improve the lives of many people who are sick or dying. For many people with a serious or critical illness related to organ failure, organ transplantation is the only hope for a healthy life. Australia has a world-class reputation for successful transplant outcomes, both in terms of survival rates of the recipient and in the number of organs that can be transplanted from each donor. One organ and tissue donor can save the lives of up to 10 people and significantly improve the lives of many more. At any one time, there are almost 1,700 Australians waiting for a transplant on the official waiting list. Many people die each year waiting for the gift of a transplant. Some spend weeks or months in hospital, while others take several trips to hospital each week for dialysis or other treatments.
Almost everyone can donate organs and tissues. There is no age limit on the donation of some organs and tissues. The determining factors are where and how a person dies and the condition of their organs and tissue. While your age and medical history will be considered, you shouldn't assume you're too young, too old, or not healthy enough to become a donor. You can decide to donate specific organs or tissues with complete choice over which organs and or tissues you wish to donate. This may include kidneys, heart, lung, liver, intestines, and pancreas, and also heart valves and tissues, bone and tendons, skin and eye tissue.
The Australian Organ Donor Register is the official national register for people 16 years of age or older who want to donate. At the Australian Organ Donor Register, you can record your decision about becoming a donor of organs and tissues for transplantation after death. This ensures that authorised healthcare professionals anywhere in Australia can check your donation decision 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even if you have previously expressed an intention to donate organs or tissues, it's very important that you record your decision on the Australian Organ Donor Register. You can register your donation by either going to the Australian Organ Donor Register and registering online, calling the Australian Organ Donor Register to ask for a registration form to be mailed to you, visiting your local Medicare office and completing a registration form.
While the donor register is an easy way to record your donation decision, it's important to discuss your decision with your family or those close to you, because they will be asked to give consent if you die. Your family or those close to you will be asked to confirm you had not changed your mind since you recorded your donation decision on the donor register.
Donation after death. An organ. A person that may have been able to donate organs when they have been declared brain dead is in an intensive care unit in hospital. Brain death is when the blood flow to the brain stops. The brain stops functioning and dies with no possibility of recovery. A series of tests carried out by 2 independent qualified senior doctors confirms the brain death has occurred. Organ donation may also be possible after a person's heart has stopped beating, referred as a cardiac death, but this is less common. Tissue. More people have the opportunity to donate tissue than organs. Unlike organs, tissue can be stored for a period of time, and tissue donation does not require the donor's death to have occurred under the same limited circumstances as organ.
Removing organs and tissues is no different than any other surgical operation and is performed by highly skilled health professionals. The donor's body is always treated with dignity and respect. Donating organs and tissues does not change the body's physical appearance, and it does not affect funeral arrangements.
The following story is an organ donation story by Chandler.
I got sick in 2006, and then they did some procedures and gave me a lot of medicine and things, and that tided me over for about a year. And then I started to get sick again. I couldn't get upstairs and things like that. I got really lucky and I only had to wait about 2 weeks in the hospital, but they told us to expect to wait 3 months to a year. A lot of people wait that long, and some aren't able to wait long enough and don't make it. My donor, Lauren, was 17 at the time, and she had registered to be an organ donor, and so she helped me, and I've made a really strong connection with their family, and they're really important to me. And she helped 7 other people too that helped change their lives too. Me and my donor family, both at first, neither of us really wanted to have like anything to do with each other, you know. Kind of tried to put it at the back of our minds, but we've come really close, and it's comforting to have each other there. I always tell them it's awkward how the most important person in my life I'll never get the chance to actually talk to, and so that's kind of what we try to do. They kind of try to tell me stories about her and things like that, just so I kind of feel like I know her as well as I can. They said they look forward to the day when we can get the families together and meet each other, so I look forward to that. Actually, it'll be really cool. A lot of people probably don't like to think about organ donation because it's kind of like a sour subject maybe, but at the same time it's a really good thing too. People don't get to see much of the people that get to walk out of the hospital and can continue on. Just take time to register. It doesn't take very long. It's really easy, and a lot of people forget about it because it's not important to them, but it can be really important to a lot of other people.
Chandler's story is very inspirational and shows the strength of both families to demonstrate how organ donation can change the lives of people all around the world. These stories often strike emotion for people. They share a sense of loss but also a new beginning.
It is now up to you and whether you choose to donate and help give the gift of life to others and rest peacefully knowing you've saved the lives of others.
This was right for me, and had the convo with my family. I like to think that it's a tough